Well, I found that I had a sophomore year in school. A teacher gave me a book and really inspired me to read. Up until that point, I'd never really taken on the habit of reading consistently and really understood the value in that and developed the joy from that comes from reading. But this teacher really encouraged me, and she gave me some books that had some information in it that really changed my life. And I've found that every time I read a book, I gain more knowledge. And this is a book that really it shares life experiences in a way that's easy to understand. It can bring great value to your life if you just read and apply it. You'll gain a lot from it. You'll grow, and it really challenges you. One of the things that I really gained from it as I read it was just the challenge of asking myself, what am I doing in this area? And it also helped me to reflect back over the years of my life and just remember all the people that have been involved in my life all through the years and how they've mentored me and helped me along the way. And just reflect on how beneficial their time, effort, energy has been in my life and how much that's meant to me. And I've developed some great friendships over the years as a result of just being one-on-one with a person and being honest with them and really going to them with a sincere desire to want to grow and change and learn and having somebody that's willing to invest in you and really spend the time and have a sincere concern about you as an individual. The book describes it in a wonderful way. There's few books I've ever read that have really outlined it in such a way that it makes it so clear and easy to understand and easy to read. I think over the years there's been a lot of books that have tried to illustrate the philosophy and the importance of having a mentor in a lot of different ways. But I think this one is just so easy to read that just about anybody can pick it up, read it, and relate to it in one way or another, either directly or through a family or a friend, but they really can see the value in it. It's life-changing. My experience with why mentoring is important is because everybody needs to gain knowledge. No man's an island. I mean, you don't have the answers for every situation in life, and it's always best to take the wisdom from and counsel from others that have experienced some of the things in life that we're faced with today, and constantly learn and develop and make decisions. I wouldn't be in business today if it wasn't for having a mentor. I have had experience even right out of high school. I went into an apprenticeship program and had a journeyman that taught me and helped me teach and understand a trade and a skill set. And without that person by my side, I never would have progressed as rapidly as I did. And as I went into the business sector and sales and owner of a business, everything I learned about operating a business, I learned from a good friend of mine. And if it wasn't for him seeing some value in me and investing in me and helping to develop me and help me to grow spiritually and help me to grow in knowledge and understanding of business, fundamentals and philosophies, and I would not be in business today. So I see real value in it. As you look back, I mean, years ago, young men as they came up in the business world they talked a lot about apprenticeship. You went through an apprenticeship program, but the same type of philosophy, a mentorship that helped develop you and train you. And I believe in the same philosophy now, both in my spiritual walk. I have a man that mentors me and disciples me and helps me to develop and grow spiritually in an understanding and principles that God's outlined for us. Also in the business world, I rely heavily on the wisdom and counsel of others because I don't have all the answers. And when I think I do, that's where I've gotten far off track, and I always have to come back. And I've also found that when I take the advice that my mentor gives me, it's usually sound advice, and I gain a lot from it. You learn best by teaching, and I think that the answer would be yes. I am a mentor to others. I have a lot of men in my life that I work with, and just visit with a guy this morning that's fresh in business. He's been in business probably 6 months now and going through all the challenges of a startup business, and I've been through a lot of the challenges of a startup business and able to take the time to just share my experience with him. It helps him, and I feel good as a result of that. And it fine-tunes my skills and my knowledge, you know, and he comes up with tough questions, and it forces me to do some research and really think, because I want to lead him in a direction that's going to be positive for him. I don't want to give him advice that's going to, you know, put him in a position where he makes mistakes. And I disciple guys in my church. You know, there's several aspects of it as I see. You know, you can have a mentor that has a lot of experience in a lot of areas. I also, you know, before I was married, I sought the advice of somebody that had been married for years. You know, me and my wife went and met with a couple, and we spent a year with them every week just consulting and getting advice and learning more about relationships before we entered into that union. As a father, you know, I mentor my son and my daughters, and you know, I think there's a tremendous value for them in that, and also I see a lot of joy as they come along. Watching my son in particular develop over the years has just filled my heart with joy. It's quite a sensational feeling to watch a young man grow up and develop and go through the struggles that all of us go through in life, and develop into a very, you know, respectable and fluent, prosperous young man. And I've seen that happen with my son, and I just it really just lights me up every time I see him and get to hear about his success in the world today.